Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 3 video. We're back in the class 700 and we're going to be taking it for a journey over to Rainham, so the opposite way around of what we did in the first look. We're going to be going back instead of going towards Dartford. So we're starting at Dartford and yeah, we should be an all-stop service to Rainham. Just look at that, it looks lovely. It's good. So we've got 700,034. Let's have a look at our calling pattern today. So we've got Stone Crossing, Greenhithe, Swanscombe, Northfleet, Gravesend, Higham, Strood, Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham, and Rainham. So we're all stops to there. We get the safety systems on. Oh, it's just great seeing how busy this route is now. I mean, it was already really busy, but it's even busier now. DSD, AWS. We have to do that, but I always do that just in case. And AWS operational. Should we get the window? No. Or do we have the? Yeah, let's put the window open. Hopefully it's not too noisy. Right, let's get the door shut. We're going to do this HUDless, of course. Right, we are clear to go. Hopefully it just means you can hear the motors a bit more. That one there should be. Yeah, that's fine. That's on day now. Let's get out of here. As we make our way out. Once we get up onto there, we'll do a little brake test as well. That's what you usually would notice when you get onto a 700 after a drive changeover. You usually feel the little brake. Sometimes they're actually quite hard brakes, sort of a brake test. So once we get a little bit more speed, we'll do a brake test. Just to make sure they're all in working order. Not that they wouldn't be, but you've got to check anyway. And yeah, big thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us a key to show off the 700, which I'm very happy about because it's my local train. So that quite well. So I have made comments obviously on some of the audio bits, but it's been alright so far. Right, do a brake test. Yeah, brakes are working fine. Let's go. On our way to Stone Crossing. And another 465 already. It's great just sitting, sit at Stone Crossing, stay at Chatham, just watch all of the trains passing through. Gravesend's another good one to sit at, that's really busy. Round we go. Let's get a flyby shot. Sort of veer our way around. There you go. Frames do drop down on the outside. I don't know if there's a high res texture or something, but they really do come down on the outside. I mean, even on the inside, it's not fantastic. Well, I mean, it's still above 30, but you can sort of notice it coming down. Hopefully that does go away. Well, I suppose it is quite a busy route. I mean, I'm on Xbox Series X at the moment, so I should be able to run it fine. It is, well, it is the most powerful next-gen console. Although this is pre-release, so they might not be finished up on everything just yet. See Stone Crossing coming up. So we're an RLU, reduced length unit. That's what the RLU means. And we're 8 coaches. As you've got the RLU and you've got the FLU, although the only one in this game is the RLU. I know, we're chasing yellows already. Fantastic. It's always nice chasing yellows. Feels busy and alive. But I don't know what the lag's about though. It's still sort of dropping quite a bit. Maybe it's just this area. And yeah, we are doing this HUDless as well. Yeah, this is Stone Crossing. I'm going to quickly jump out as well, because I saw a collectible, and I don't have many collectibles on this route. But that one's quite a noticeable one. There we go. Here we are. Hello everyone, I'm the driver. You alright? Do you want to come in the cab? Chill out. Get that shot. Please check the signal. And Greenhithe next. Let's go. Let's watch it leaving actually. It's not too far to Greenhithe, it's just round the corner. So this is a 9 Papa service. So this would have come down from Luton, which Luton would have left probably, what, about 90 minutes ago? Actually, maybe a bit less than that. I can't remember how long the Luton to Rainham services take. They're quite long because they stop at every station, almost every station. I mean, Luton to St Pancras would be about, would that be about 35 minutes or so, 40 minutes through the core, another sort of 15. Yeah, so probably about an hour, and it's already probably travelled about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, possibly more than that. And we're now approaching Greenhithe, and we're coming in at about 40 miles per hour. This train does have pretty good braking. And the stop, where is the stop marker? Is it just right down to the end? Well, I think it might just be down to the end. Okay, so I thought we might have been stopping there, but I don't know, there's no stop marker. I'm going to go on this, not the end monitor, but this one just here. I would imagine the last one would be 4 coaches, this one would be 8, and the next one would be a full thing. So we'll go for this one. This is Greenhithe. And after this it's Swanscombe. You're not sat around for long though. Relatively quick dwell times. Look at that though. Let's just get another shot of that. That is looking gorgeous. There we go. Doors are closing, wait for the interlock light. And let's go. We're off. So hopefully you can hear it alright. I mean, you should be able to. But as I said, it's not the loudest of trains. Through the tunnel. I don't know, what is this tunnel called? Greenhithe Tunnel? So yeah, every single stop to Rainham, which sounds like a really long way. Well, it's not really that far, but it takes 45 minutes. The Rainham services are actually faster by 3 minutes. I don't know how, but they are. They're 3 minutes faster than if you're going from Rainham back to Dartford. Number 700 driver there. Still getting not the best frames. I mean, it seems to be going up now, but yeah, not the best frame wise. Okay, now it's almost 60 now. I just didn't like that area back there. I was just saying, I think I actually have had issues there before, when we were doing the 465, especially on PC. It used to lag a little bit round there, so not sure. No, it's coming down again, not sure. And this is Swanscombe we're coming into. Can't be that one, can it? No. And yeah, as mentioned in the first look, if you have seen that, they haven't got the 700 stop markers in yet, but hopefully it won't be too long after this has come out they add it in. A bit of a hard stop there, but here we are. So for now, you have just got to stop on sort of the classic stop markers, which might not necessarily be correct for the 700, but yeah, I suppose, yeah, just stop on them for now. What is that, alarm? Some sort of alarm going off. Must be down there. Then we got North Fleet next. Now we're actually running behind. We've got to be quick. Let's go full whack on that. So it's quite a tight timetable going. I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe when you're going from Rainham up towards Dartford, maybe you just get slightly more time on the timetable. That could be why it's slightly longer. Whereas this seems to be quite sort of, you know, you've got to be on the move. As soon as those doors are shut, 100% on the throttle. Over high speed one. Although, is the throttle stick a bit slow? It feels a bit slow. I'd say it's probably alright. It will do. And then we're then into North Fleet. Which, yeah, you can come in quite quickly on this train. As the brakes are pretty good. I think it's right down to the end of the platform here. Let's try and be as quick as we can. Don't really want to be late. We'll try and stay on time. Yeah, for some reason the stop marker's sort of past the end here, so we're not going to stop there. We're going to stop, well, I suppose where the end of the platform is. Yeah, this is North Fleet. And I suppose we are back on time. Although we've got to wait for the ring to go round. I sort of wish you didn't have the ring. Sometimes it does make you quite late. Like, we could close the doors and go now. But we've got to wait for it to go round. Right, I'm going to start closing the doors now. And next station stop is Gravesend. Let's go. That'd be interesting because it would be quite cool to add. I wonder if I could actually get some announcements, because there's a website where actually it sort of generates the Thameslink announcements. It would be quite cool to go on that and actually find some announcements to put onto here. Maybe we could try and do that. I just don't know if that would be copyright. I suppose it probably would be if it was monetized. So maybe if I do an unmonetized video and put announcements in. I'll have to investigate, but it would be quite cool to do. And quite easily done as well. So back onto sort of the classic part of the route, pre-TSW3. As on TSW2 on Southeastern, you could actually run services to Rainham, just it was with Southeastern trains, not as it would be Thameslink. And it's 30 miles per hour into Gravesend. Which still is a little bit of a way yet. I'll start popping that down now for the 30. There we go, that's coming down. Bit more. Probably could have left it actually a little bit later. But hey ho. Yes, there's still a little bit of a way to go till the 30. About 43 at the moment still. I'll pop it down a bit more. And yeah, into Gravesend. Which, yeah, a good place to sit and watch trains. I mean, it's not the most attractive station. It's Gravesend probably is. What was it? Probably the ugliest station on the route. It's not a nice station, but it's a nice place to watch trains, though. Or is it? It's an alright station. So we're going round towards the end. And here we are. This is Gravesend. Yeah, and here's that brake squeal. It's very sort of quiet at the moment. When you come to a stop, you can't hear the squeal of the brakes. So it would be nice to see that added. Although not every 700 seems to have that. Well, a fair majority of them. But it sort of, I suppose, differs. Some of them don't make much of a score, but then some make a bit more. So it depends really on the conditions of the brakes and stuff. What, we're a minute late leaving? Where's that minute come from? Probably from just delaying coming down to, or going quite slow down to the 30. Well, we really got to get going then. Higham next. Hopefully we'll be able to make up some time on this bit. Fingers crossed. Well, still we can't speed that, so we've got to be sensible. I would advise against speeding. As we get that up to 50. Up to 70 fairly soon after. There we go. Cool. As we weave our way out of Gravesend. We're running about 60 FPS now, but it still seems to jump down every now and again. Now it's not, well, I suppose it's not busy, is it, at the moment? We're still probably in a relatively quiet place. Well, it's not quiet, but it's not, you know, a train every couple of seconds. Hopefully it will smoothen out once we get sort of a bit further out of Gravesend, where there's not really a lot going on. That seems a bit better. Well, there we go, we're off. And we've got to get a flyby shot as well. Let's get a flyby shot now. Watch it as it whizzes by. Are we ready? And there we go. A low shot. Or low angle shot. There it goes. And yeah, this will be available if you're watching us on release day of the video. This will be available tomorrow, around 10 AM on consoles, and it's usually what 2 PM on Epic Games and 6 PM on Steam, and it'll be £12.99, which I genuinely thought it would be more. So £12.99, that's not bad for, I suppose, one of the most anticipated UK DLCs, and of such a train. It's a 700. It's not any old train. That's Who Junction here. Well, this is Who Junction here. Got all the freight stuff, and even the RHTT stuff somewhere. I believe I've got the RHTT DLC on Xbox. And yeah, not too far to Higham, which we have got to be quite careful coming into, as it is on a bit of a downhill gradient within a cutting as well, so you'll be careful not to wheel slide. All the conditions, I've set it to summer, so we should be just fine, but we've still got to be careful-ish. As we come into Higham, let's start putting those brakes on. So we've got another 700 in there already. That's only, what, 20 minutes after the last one we saw. I'm pretty certain they are every half an hour, unless that was an ECS of some sort. Welcome to Higham. Could have been a little bit faster into there again. Here we are. Wow, it's going to be about a minute late again. So yeah, quite a tight timetable if you're going back the other way towards Rainham. Not really much leeway. Can't dilly-dally. Well, it still says we're on time, so that's good. Oh, in sync at the same time. Well, it's probably going to tell me to unlock the doors. As well. It's so irritating when it does that. It's going to delay us now a little bit. And Strood next. As was one of the last stations we can sort of zoom into Higham. I mean, we can zoom into Gillingham, but it's a bit slower through there. But that was quite, unless they are every half an hour, aren't they? So we only saw the last 700 at, what was it? It was Stone Crossing we saw the last one, which was only about 20 minutes ago. So I don't really know how that one was there already, because then that wouldn't be every half an hour. Unless maybe there's a slight difference in the timetable for that one service. Don't know. Is that a javelin there? Oh, it's a shed. Quite a difference. Yeah, a very busy route. So if you were on PS4 or Xbox One, maybe even PC as well, or even just anything, if you have got all of the layers, do expect there to be, I suppose, a few frame drops, just because of how busy it is. It's a very busy route. I mean, even though, well, not even though, but this DLC adds 80 extra services, and that's a train, well, a train every half an hour, and I suppose a few ETS moves and stuff. So it's quite busy. Which we like busy. Busy's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to run this on the Brighton main line. I have to put together a scenario. Then maybe I'll put it on Creators Club as well once I've done that. Try and base it off a real service best I can. Trying to make up a little bit of time, well, best I can. It would be nice to try and stay on time. You got the 15 out into Strood. And welcome to Strood and the Medway towns of slowness. Round we go, nice and slow. Cool. And it'll be right to the end, I suppose. Here at Strood. There's about 15 minutes now to Rainham. It'll be cool to see how big. Oh, you got a service coming up the Medway Valley. It'll be cool to see how long the layover time or turnaround time is at Rainham. Yeah, well, it'll literally be like 5 minutes, then back you go. I imagine it probably is a bit more than 5 minutes. Yeah, this is Strood. I don't know if you can even see fingerprints on the screen there. Why have I just hit? Oh, that's probably the Electro Star, wasn't it? There's a weird bug where you can sort of hear the... And again, you hear it? That's the reverser on the Electro Star being changed. And for some reason I can hear it from here. Let's go. But you'd have all the sort of CCTV monitors there, as these are driver only operated. And up we go. Leaving Strood behind. And that's sort of into the train of Medway towns. Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham. Up into all of them. So up we go. some sort of super yacht down there. Maybe it's the Dovetail Games yacht. And up to 30 once the back of the train gets off the incline. There we go. Get up to 30. So this bit through here, this would be the busiest section of the line. Sort of the, I suppose, the Medway core section. That's what you want to call it. This will be a train, yeah, every 10 minutes or so. Probably more than that at some times. And here we are. I think they are stop markers just there. Well, this is Rochester. What? 40 yards? What? But the 8 coach stop markers here. Yeah, we're in the platform as well. Okay, that's weird. Well, it wants us to go to the 10 to 12 coach stop marker. What's that all about? We're 8 coaches, not 10 or 12. And we're in the platform as well, we were. That's annoying. And again, that just delays us. Unnecessarily as well. Happy now? That's happy. Now we're like a minute behind. But we were in the platform before, so I don't know why it had an issue with us. Unless maybe that's where the RLU board would be. I gotta be quick, come on. Gotta be quick. I'm ready on the throttle, ready, go. Whack that right up. Everyone put your seatbelts on, we're going, or hold on tight. There we go. And you've got a digital speedo and a digital AWS sunflower on this train. As on that screen on the right there, when you go through the Thameslink core, well, actually you'd get a little ETCS sort of symbol come up saying sort of ready to go into ETCS. You then click ETCS acknowledge, and then that screen would then turn to, I suppose, well, the ETCS sort of graph to show you sort of how far away you are from stuff. So it's quite fancy. It's high tech. Into Fort Pitt Tunnel. I think I know where we're going to stop as well. Hopefully on the 8 coach stop marker. At every single station it was the 8 coach stop marker. But Rochester just wants to be different. It wants to be tricky. Here we are. It should be on here. I bet it'll tell us to go 40 yards forward, won't it, once we come to a stop. Well, I was saying that there was a 10 coach stop marker there. No, it has as well. I was gonna wait to open the doors. Why are we going there? This is pre-release, so hopefully might be sorted or something might be changed. But why to the end at these stations? We're perfectly in the platform. Oh, 11 coach. Oh, that's funny to see. Happy here? Happy here though. Well, this is Chatham. So we're now a minute late thanks to those two thingies. Right, go. Gillingham. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna check Gillingham. Maybe it's these stations. Okay, that looks like it's actually on the right marker in the right place. Oh yeah, maybe that's where the RLU board would be. Don't know. But we're off. Close that. And yeah, if you're enjoying the video, feel free to leave a thumbs up and do subscribe if you do want to see more. There'll be plenty more 700 action coming your way. And hopefully we can get a scenario done for the Brighton main line and then run it from East Croydon down to Brighton. All three bridges, we could maybe try and follow a 9 Juliet service. Actually, and they tend to be the dash ones. Yeah, we could do something like that. Or follow a 9 Tango or 9 Sierra service. I'll find something. Or actually, maybe do 3 bridges to Brighton, as they have a driver changeover at 3 bridges quite often. It almost seems like every time a train goes south to Brighton, there's a driver change. There'll be a red light at the end of the platform. Again, that could be for the level crossings. It might not be down yet. Another one already? Well, they're not every 20 minutes, are they? I'm going to have to double check. I mean, I thought they were every half an hour, but we've seen a train, yeah, every 20 minutes. One near the beginning, one 20 minutes after, and then again 20 minutes after. Unless maybe at this time of the day it is a bit more regular. I'm really confused why we're seeing so many 700s. I didn't think they were as frequent as that. I'm gonna have to have a look. Unless maybe they're all late or something. It's a mystery. Yeah, this is Gillingham. Right, I'm checking the manual, which is somewhere around here. Let's have a look. As it did say on there, actually, the train frequency. I could just check the real timetable, actually, but I'll have a look at the manual anyway. Come on, load. Having a look. 2 trains an hour. Yeah, it says 2 trains an hour on there. Don't know. Oh, this does include empty stock movements. Well, maybe what we're seeing is an empty stock movement then. Yeah, it could be an ECS, maybe those other ones. I don't know why there'd be so many, but it could be. Unless, yeah, they all are late somehow. So they're all coming at the same time. Yeah, probably should have set the DRA at Gillingham. Although I think it went green as soon as we stopped anyway. As once the crossing had gone down. I wonder if there's actually any in the depot here. No, it doesn't look like it. There's like 465s in there. So I don't think they are based there anyway. Our next station stop will be Rainham. Will change. And change here for services to, well, down into the southeast, I suppose, to well, I think, yeah, most trains stop there, don't they? So yeah, change here for services towards Ramsgate and Dover Priory. A little bit of the last hurrah before we come to a stop at Rainham. And yeah, that's a 9 Papa service going well, back towards Rainham. And I'm gonna start bringing that down just slowly. As we approach our final stop. We might even have to wait outside Rainham. Depends if we're running early. Well, we're probably not running early, but we might just have to wait for another train to come across. You can see there is a red light. We might get a junction indicator in a second, which should be position 4. Oh, no, there isn't a junction. Well, no, there's no junction indicator here. Well, there is a sort of, well, I suppose, platform or indicator on top. And I think TPWS does work on this train as well, so you've got to be careful coming up to red lights. Otherwise it might get you. Or is it approach? It might just be approach control. Platform 0. Feels like it's been ages since I've seen that. Now, is it 15 miles an hour across the tracks? Could be 15. Oh, 25, even better. Nice and quick. Well, that's alright then. That's a result. 25. Although I really want to enter the platform at about 15. As it's got a buffer at the end. Cool. Well, welcome to Rainham. Thanks for coming in. It's been about 45 minutes since, well, 44 minutes since we left Dartford. So it gives you an idea of the journey times. On this cloudy Wednesday afternoon. Was it about 6 foot from the buffer? As there is a little, well, the coupler does point out a little bit on here, so you've got to be careful. DRA, and I wonder how long you'd sit here then, before you then go back up towards Luton. Hopefully it doesn't make us lock the doors. That was good, that was fun. Don't make us lock the doors, because you wouldn't lock the doors probably. Good. That was good, and then this one then goes back out. Let's have a sit. When does it go back out? At 20. Oh, okay, so you actually get quite nice turnaround time there. So that's enough time to go and get a drink, go and get something to eat, go to the loo if you wanted to. But yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Big thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us the key to show this off. And apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.